What's good, y'all? My bad. I was getting all ready to vibe out, and ooh, here we go. I was getting all ready to vibe out and whatnot, and I forgot that I needed to do an intro. Let's pause this real quick. So cousins, kin folks, what's good? It's your girl, the real life plug, and I'm back with another episode for the channel. If you're new here, welcome. If not, welcome back. Thank you for tuning in again. It always means the world to me when I see them views going up and my cousins in the comments and them thumbs up. So if you're new here and you haven't done so already, please go ahead and make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. Turn those post notifications on so you can be on time for every single one of my cousin walks, cousin rides, cousin sit down sessions. Be on time for the kinfolk link up. Why? Because this is where it's at and this is where you want to be. Period. I'm putting music back on now. So we're just gonna vibe out a little bit. We're gonna rock out a little bit. We do my makeup. And as you can tell by the title, we getting ready. I'm not really going anywhere, but the girls love a good get ready with me. Can y'all see me here? Like, is the lighting good? The lighting in the house is amazing. Oh yeah, that definitely fix some things. I'm gonna say the lighting in the house in real life is amazing. But I'm just getting my supplies ready for this session with y'all. I don't want my video to get demonetized, so or my page to get demonetized before it even gets monetized by the actual platform. Don't y'all hate when that happens, when you think you got something in the grinder and then the whole time you don't? Like, that's the worst. I hate that. I thought I was already ready. But yeah. So as you can tell by the title of today's video, I actually have notes. Let me turn this down some. Is the music too loud? Comment down below if the music is too loud. I feel like I'm low-key fighting the music. Turn me up in my headphones? Say no. I'm like, what's on my face? Something's on my face. If you're watching this after the live has already gone, has already taken place, comment if you know what I'm doing over here on the side. I specifically pressed the button that says not for children. I'm tweaking. I work from home, y'all, so I'm also receiving messages from my staff. So that's what's over here on this side as well. Not that y'all probably don't even care for real. And I got my notes for the live over here. I got my 4 bullet points. I'm gonna try to stick to them. Jim is probably like, what incarnation is going on over there? Let me make sure I'm over here with it. But y'all cannot see that in the camera. I don't know what I'm gonna do when it's time to actually do the deal. Today is a good day. I hope that your day is going good. If it's not, it will be soon. Because you tuned into this live. You didn't find this live by accident. You didn't find this video by accident. It was meant for you to click on this. And if you don't feel like waiting to see me do all this, if you're watching it afterwards, you don't know what this is. I tried to do it off camera. Before I went live, but time was running out. So I just was like, we want to strategically figure out how to do this on camera so I can be on time for the kinfolk link up. I'm so excited, so excited. I think I'm gonna have to rinse my hair again. Upon further examination, I think it's just entirely too much conditioner still in this. Cause there's no way I just washed my hair yesterday and I got dandruff like that already. I think it's just the conditioner. That's a little vibe. That's a little vibe. So where's my water? I'm like, bro, I know I had some water. I better get this kicked off. Kicked off and started off right. Welcome into another Cousin Walk with your girl, Real Life Plug. Today's a good day. Today, I'm going to do what the title of this video says. It's a nice little get ready with me and a good catch up, life update as they call it across this platform. We're going to get into a little bit more of the personal things. One of my friends actually congratulated me and said, "You're doing a much better job at not putting your personal business on the internet." I don't really know how to take that. But today we're going to get into some personal things because that's why I started this platform. To take y'all on every part of the journey, the excursion, the path to greatness, success. And not all parts and pieces of that journey are glitzy and glamoury and catching flights and party, bus, another flight. It's not all that. And I think that the reason that a lot of people don't talk about that or this part of their journey more so is because it can be quite embarrassing. I know that I am embarrassed by some of the things I have recently done. And if one of my homegirls would have told me that they did what I did, I don't know that we would still be homegirls. So, I only have one clip. So we're just gonna use this clip to clip this back. And hopefully it's not gonna stay like that. Or, cause we got hair. We can just flip it on up. What? I say flip it on up. Go and put it in the cut. We don't really give a. We just riding around in this big truck called life. Don't know where we're going. Just trying to figure out who's towing. Who's toting, who's toting, who's toting. Did you hear what I said? We just flow. Okay. I ain't even gonna get into that because that's gonna let y'all see a side of me that I ain't trying to let y'all see. So if you got your supplies ready for this cousin walk, might as well. Yeah, baby. We just vibing. We're gonna get into this in a little bit. I got my cotton balls. Thank you for the like. I got my cotton balls right here. We're about to prep the skin. Now I typically don't put alcohol, isopro isopropyl. I typically don't put this all over my skin. However, my T-zone has been a little bit oily lately, mostly because I've been eating like trash, like garbage. So I'm gonna get up in there with this alcohol a little bit. Dang, I knew I forgot my Well, technically, I already washed my face for today, so I really don't even have to do that. My skin is already prepped. So, but usually when my skin is oily, I do go in. So now this is for aesthetic. This is just for aesthetic. All right. Hit this one more time, and then we're going to get right into it. So, let's get into it. Here we go, here we go. Welcome to the Cousin Walk. It's the Chrissy Show. I've been on tour for about a year, you know. I done went from the east to the west, back to the east and back to the west coast. Oh, who would have thought that a little black girl from East Baltimore would make it this far? What more do they want from me? I'm a superstar in the making my own legacy. Let's get into it, y'all. We on a cousin walk. Cousin walk. Cousin walk. Cousin. Kim folk link up. We on the cousin walk. Cousin. What's good? All right, but yeah. So anyway, like I just said in my little real quick, whatever you want to call it, send me a record deal. Sign me. No, but for real, like I just said in the song, I've been on tour for a year. If you don't know, this your first time watching me or whatever, I'm a CNA. I'm a travel CNA. A CNA is a certified nurse's assistant. I have been doing that for I've been doing that for about almost 10 years. Well, I've been a certified nursing assistant for about 8 years, and I've been a healthcare professional or care provider for about 10 years. So I obtained my CNA license in, hey, what's good? I obtained my CNA license in Virginia at Job Corps. Some people are like, well, I don't even want to be telling people I went to Job Corps. That was so ratchet, that was so ghetto. Listen, Job Corps changed my life, okay? But we're going to talk about that in another episode with another Get Ready With Me. So I got my CNA license there. I went back home after I graduated, and I saw that I wasn't really like, you know, getting, first I got my clinical medical assistance certification, and I was seeing that I wasn't really like getting jobs and stuff like that. Like nobody was hitting me back for an interview. So then I finessed the system and ended up taking 2 trades. And I shouldn't have said finesse the system, but I was able to work something out so that I could take 2 trades for it. Is the music too loud? Comment down below if the music too loud. So I could take 2 trades. And so that's what I did. I took the CNA trade. I graduated from a CNA class, and I went back home to Maryland. Now the thing with that was, and this is the only, like one of the small, minute problems that I had with Job Corps, or that I have with Job Corps, looking back, it's been about 7 years since I graduated or completed the program, is that they did not explain to me that because, and maybe they didn't know. And so that's on them for having staff members that don't know. I'm looking for my brush. Oh, sorry, my hand. Now, bear with me, y'all. I haven't done my makeup. I feel like it's too loud. I feel like I'm fighting the music. I don't got time for that. But yeah, I haven't done my makeup in a minute, so usually the first time that I do it, in a long time, it's kind of like, ugh, what is that? But trust the process. Anyway, so I got my CNA license. They didn't explain reciprocity to me. They didn't explain to me that because I was certified in Virginia, but I lived in Maryland technically, that I needed to use the process of reciprocity or endorsement. And so hey girl, what's good? What's going on with you? And so basically for 6 months, I tried to get work at home in Baltimore as a CNA, and still nobody was hitting me back. So then that's when I was like, you know what? I'm just about to go back to Virginia. So I went back to Virginia. I was staying with a friend and her boyfriend. And the time came, you know, that it was time for me to move on to the next stage and chapter in my life. And this is the thing, right, about my life. Now that I'm older and I can, you know, like really. Dang, for real, that's 2 years. I can't remember. It's been some months since I did my makeup. It's been some months. I can't remember how long, but it's been some months. But that's the thing about my life, right? Even though I go and where I want to go and I do what I want to do, these are also places that I'm usually called and sent to. You know, like, do y'all remember the movie Nanny McPhee? That's really my life. Like, while I go to these places because I want to, there's also another mission, a greater goal, a greater purpose in the things that I do. Sorry, I don't know if y'all seen in the beginning where I said I work from home and my staff is corresponding with me. So I just had to read the messages on the side. But, you know, I really be Nanny McPhee with the shits, you know? Like, I go where I want to go. I, for the most part, do what I want to do. But there's also a greater mission, a greater goal, a greater purpose in what I'm doing. Like, I'm always, I don't really know how to put it, but like, there's always a mission. Like, it's always somebody I'm supposed to talk to. Yeah, see, now, when I was in Atlanta, we got fans in Atlanta. But when I was in Georgia, the beginning of my YouTube channel, y'all did not see me in no makeup. I really didn't start seeing me in makeup until I got to New Mexico, because it was cold in New Mexico. And when I got to California, because I'm in SF, so it doesn't really get hot here. So it's blowout season all year round here. It's, you know, so you could wear makeup here, but in Georgia, even when I was in Baltimore this summer, But no matter where I go, there's always a greater purpose. And that's kind of like a twofold thing, right? Is that I have to achieve a certain level of healing or pass a certain test, like inwardly, a self-awareness test, you know what I'm saying, before I can go where I want to go and do what I want to do. Because 11 times out of 10, once I get to that place, the people that I interact with, they're at that point in their life where they need direction on the very thing that I just went through a test for. Does that make sense? And that's not to say that I'm like, I mean, I'm somebody, you know what I'm saying? But like, I don't know. It's my life's purpose. It's my life, you know, like, I don't know how to explain it, but like, that's just my life, you feel me? So if I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing, studying the world, life, reading my word, you know what I'm saying, meditating, like really growing, focusing and becoming more self-aware of who I am, I can't go to these places, or if I do, I go through hell and high water trying to get there, and I damn near want to be like, I don't want to do this shit. I don't want to do this. So that's why I tell y'all a lot, like, no matter what you do in life, make sure you're doing it because it's something that you want to do. Because if you're just in it for the money, you know, you might get the money. I mean, the money is going to come eventually. But there could have been an easier way to do it if you were doing something that you were passionate about. There could have been a different type of warfare for you to face if you were doing something that you were passionate about and not just in it because, oh, I think I can come up. Oh, I think that I can make some quick money real quick. Because I'm trying to tell you, the quicker and the easier the money comes, the quicker and the easier it spends, okay? So anyway, Got my CNA license. Yes. So I got my CNA license. I came back to Virginia. It was time for us to go our separate ways, or rather for me to go to my separate way. I had completed my mission there with them, and I stayed with another friend that I had met in Job Corps. Now, baby, I didn't learn the lesson behind that friend until 2 years after the friendship had dissolved. And the biggest takeaway from that was that I had to learn how to control my emotions and the way that I responded to things and the way ultimately that I talked to people. I won't say that this person was wrong in the whole interaction, and that would be another story time. I won't say that this person was completely wrong or that I was 100% right in this whole entire interaction. Because there were things that I could have said differently that may and or may not have resulted in the exact same thing happening. But anyway, at this point, I live in Virginia. I'm working. I got my first job as a CNA. I'm working 3 to 11 at this nursing home. I'm young. I'm very outspoken. It's probably why you're watching this channel. You know what I'm saying? I say a lot. And back then, it was no filter. I had no filter. And so I'm working my first job and I'm seeing the different things that partake in the nursing environment. And because I'm very young, I'm still used to, like, when you speak on something, or the culture that I had grown up in is that when you speak on something, a change takes place. There's some type of change that happens. Well, guess what? The change, I really have no idea what's going on with my hair now at this point. The change that took place was that they fired me. They fired my roommate and they set me up for me to get fired right after her. This is my first time being fired from a job. I didn't know what to do. I had just moved into my first place with my first roommate. I'm freaking wilding out, bro. I'm nervous about all types of shit, like how I'm gonna pay my rent. My parents gonna think I'm a failure. And in the early parts of your 20s, you're still very much concerned about what your parents say and do about have to say about what you do with your life, because because so many of us still in our early 20s still depend on our parents, and we just became adults. You know what I'm saying? We don't really know how to do this shit. Around 25, you start to get the hang of it, but at 22 years old, moved into my first place, 2 hours and 45 minutes away from home. I'm concerned. Like, am I about to be outside? Like, I just left home. Like, what am I going to do? I'm such a failure. Anyway, because I try to stick to my notes. That's how we were talking about today. Today, we talking about where I've been, why I haven't been posting videos, what happened with my birthday, all that. So as y'all can see, I already got my eyebrows done. If you came prepared for this cousin walk and you got a supply, it's time to, you know what I mean? Anyway, so I don't know, y'all. I just be trying to make sure I don't put too much of my business out there, because, that's something that I really struggle with as a creator, as an artist. Is not, I don't be trying to hurt people's feelings. I don't be trying to put too much out there more than what needs to be known. So we're going to talk about our first year on YouTube. My first year on YouTube. We started out in Atlanta. I moved to Atlanta from Virginia with $1,000. I had a couple hundred in cash and the rest was on my bank card. I had packed up my car. I had packed up my apartment, my first place by myself independently. My name was the only name on the lease. All the bills came in my name. If I had got evicted, my name was going to be on there. That type of my place. You know what I'm saying? That type of my first place. So I had just packed up my apartment and everything, and one of my childhood best friends, her mother had passed away. And so I knew that she needed somebody to be with her. I had always known growing up that when her parents passed away, that I needed to be there with her. I don't know why, I just knew that. That's me explaining that Nanny McPhee shit. If you've been watching since the beginning, I don't know. I just be knowing when people need me, but not us. Anyway, moved to Atlanta. We'll get into the details of Atlanta at another time. But for the first time ever, I pretty much didn't have nowhere else to go. And a coworker of mine, when I was doing post-op recovery, she let me stay at her house. She opened up her house to me, and I was staying with her, and I was sleeping on her couch. And after about a week of feeling sad and sorry for myself, I was like, okay, when you came to Atlanta, you knew that you could not come here and do what you've been doing for the past 8 years, which was working as a CNA and full-time and having a part-time job, whether it be security or a retail job or whatever. But I always had 2 jobs as a CNA. I was finally in Atlanta. I was finally where I wanted to be. More specifically, Stone Mountain, Lithonia. I was finally there. Like, I felt like I had made it. I had no plan other than I was waiting on some money to hit my account. And it never did. So this one day I had wrote a list. If I had this amount of dollars just drop into my bank account, what would I do? What would I do with the money? And I wrote that list like the beginning of July. And the last few days of June, the very beginning few days, the last few days of May, the very beginning few days of June. And a couple of days later, I received the email. I was like, this is some scam, because it said something, this is a scam. It had my Instagram name on it and my YouTube channel name on it. So I was like, this is a scam, this is some junk mail, I'm not about to read this. So one night I was at work, giving y'all a little bit of backstory of Atlanta to explain how I got to New Mexico. So I was at work editing my videos for YouTube, and this is how broke I was, y'all. Like, I still had an iPhone 7 when the 12 came out. No. Right before the 12 came out, I still had the iPhone 7, right? So I didn't really have the cable. I had the iPhone 7 since the iPhone 7 came out and the 12 was about to come out. I just felt like I needed to clarify that a little bit. So I would record my videos on my phone, my iPhone 7. Got to work. I was working a security job, and the job that the phone was an iPhone 12. So I would transfer the video from my phone to the work phone, edit the video on the work phone, send it back to my phone, and then upload it to my YouTube channel, right? I did that for like maybe a month straight. And I had content baby. And one night I just was like, I don't feel like this content is what's going to make my channel grow. I don't feel like this type of content is what's going to add to somebody's life or change somebody's life. Like, I want to post content with substance. So I just recorded a video on how to become a travel CNA. Very basic video. It's still up on the channel. You can check it out if you want to. I think it's under, just a little bit under 2K views at this point. And that was the video that my first sponsor found. I started out walking around my neighborhood in Lithonia, Stone Mountain, with my iPhone 7 and talking about something that I knew I could talk about inside out, front to back, up and down. And that's kind of how we got here. So when I was sleeping on my coworker's couch, I was like, you know what? I can't do this. I have already done this before in life. I have the tools to do better, the resources to do better. I'm about to go back to Virginia and take a travel assignment. So I call up my previous or prior employer, and I start the process to take a travel assignment. And they tell me what the pay package is. It's pennies on the dollar. At this point, them high-paying contracts that everybody was snatching up in the beginning of COVID, the first year and a half of COVID, all that is gone, sweetheart. It doesn't exist anymore. It's non-existent. So I'm trying to decide what I want to do. So they hit me with this little ass pay package. I call my sponsor because my sponsor is also an RN, a travel nurse, and is in the process of starting a healthcare staffing agency. So I call him. I'm like, bro, tell me how to negotiate a better package. Like, what do I need to say to them? Because this package is some doo-doo. They're like, all right, don't say nothing to him because you're not taking that package. You're about to come to New Mexico. Because I had to explain the whole situation to him. This was like on a Tuesday or Wednesday. By Thursday, my flight was booked, and I think that following Monday, I was leaving Atlanta. I was leaving Georgia. I was on my way to New Mexico. Because New Mexico is the headquarters for our healthcare staffing agency. So I got to New Mexico, and that's where y'all really start seeing that I'm posting content more consistently. I'm posting content about being a travel CNA all day, every day. Y'all start seeing me YouTube shorts. I get on TikTok. You start seeing me on Facebook and Instagram Reels. Like I'm doing this content thing. You know what I'm saying? Well, the person that we were connected with that was supposed to be growing this company with us in New Mexico. Damn. The company within New Mexico, they kind of pulled a funky move on us, so the relationship had to dissolve. We were no longer working or partnering with them. They were no longer going our own way. At this point, the whole team is in New Mexico. Hundreds of thousands of dollars have already been spent, invested. I need some new brushes. That's what's going on. I need some new brushes and some new makeup palettes. But I don't know where there's like a makeup store or something out here. And I really just, like, I don't know. Like, I'm just not with the head of catching public transportation out here, mostly because I don't want to get lost. Like, in Baltimore, it's different. This is San Francisco. Navigating this shit on my own. It's different. So, yeah. So, the relationship dissolves. I was enduring a lot of racism and stuff in New Mexico. Because we were in Roswell. It's not a lot of black people in Roswell at all. So much so to the fact that anytime I saw a black person that looked like they would respond to me if I spoke to them, that's exactly what I did. You know. And so, actually, this one time, I met this really nice old man outside at the park. If Carter and Quan watching this, I met this nice old man at the park, not too far from the office, and we got to talking about spiritually inclined things, and so that was really good. But it all started with me saying hello. And there's somebody's mama that might be watching this that's gonna be like, that's exactly how her and my daughter became friends, and I told her not to talk to her loud ghetto ass. Yep, that's me. I'm a speak honey. Hey, what's poppin'? So anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, I just was enduring like a lot of racism there and stuff like that, and I just was not with it. So David relocated me and a few other team members here to San Francisco, and while I was here, there were some changes going on in my family, so I made the decision to head back to Baltimore. Y'all see my face. And you will also see, go check out my content from when I was in Baltimore. I will say that we were doing the live Travel CNA podcast. We did keep that up. We had some shorts. That's when I had started like low-key recycling my content just a little bit. The most important change that I feel comfortable talking about on here is that my grandfather had passed away. And that affected me in a major way, in the sense that while he was not my biological grandfather, that's who I knew to be my granddaddy, my pop-pop. Well, I had pop-pop, my great-grandfather. He passed away several years prior to him, like maybe 2 or 3 years prior to him. But that's the man that taught me how to ride a bike. That's the man that taught me how to cut grass. That's the man that taught me my multiplication tables. That's the man that if I left my saxophone at home and I had a concert that day at school, he was going all the way across town. He was going all the way across town to go get my saxophone and bring it to me in time for me to practice with the band before the concert started. That Abraham Johnson, that's my grandfather, was my grandfather and my godfather. And so when he passed, it opened something up in me. Like, I just became aware of how much death I had really dealt with as a CNA, and how when I'm on the road, traveling, I miss a lot when I'm on the road. I miss birthdays, I miss graduations, I miss, I pretty much missed my godson growing up, most of my godkids growing up, time with my family, holidays, just like all types of things. I sacrificed that being on the road as a travel CNA, which is why sometimes when those people get to talking their junk in them comments, I'd be like, if only y'all knew how much I have already sacrificed, how much work I've already put in this industry. You know what I'm saying? And for them to be saying that I'm a bad CNA, and for one, they don't even know me. For two, I think that's just the most important part. That's the only point, is that the people who talking junk about me in the comments, they don't even know me. And I could not get on the internet and talk the way that I talk and create the content that I create if I were truly that bad of a CNA. If I was one of them that really, if I really truly fit the criteria of the CNAs and other medical professionals that I talk about on the internet, that would be bold. That would be bold. That would be something, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, so my grandfather passed, and I didn't want it to affect my content, but it did. I tried to really focus on, because one of the things that he told me in the last conversation that we had was that he wanted me to take better care of my health, and that he wanted me to live my definition of success out loud, on purpose, every day, and hopefully a man would find me worthy enough to be his wife. Cause you sure all funny looking. That was some of my grandfather's last words to me, because my father's father is my granddaddy. But we had anyway. But that was some of my grandfather's last words to me, and along the way, along the journey and process, I kind of lost faith, not even faith, just lost sight of what that was for me. I forgot to have fun with the shit. And that's going to lead me to my last point, but I'm trying to tell y'all about the rest of Baltimore. Is that I forgot to have fun with it, because there's so many people in my ear. Well, what's next? What you doing? What's your plan? What's the next steps? Chris always got a plan. What's Chris doing next? And it made me forget to have fun with this, you know? So my living situation changed quite a bit once I got to Baltimore. I had to handle that and balance that and whatnot. Um, I did have to go back to work as a CNA when I had originally left Atlanta and went to New Mexico and came to California. I was not supposed to be working as a CNA anymore, but life happens and I had to get back in the field. Also, I can't not have money. Like, I gotta have money. Like, I don't care if that makes me seem materialistic to people. I like to have money. Even most of the time, I just like for it to see it sitting in my bank account. I definitely love to see it increase, but I just usually like to just see the money there and know that I got money. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I don't know if that's just a me thing. But anyway, um, what was next? All right, I had started working. I started working this job. Now, when I first got to Baltimore and I realized, like, okay, you know what? I might be here a little bit longer than I anticipated. I need to get a job. And I low key was already applying for jobs. Like, as soon as I found out what was going on, my mom was going to London, to England. That's where most of our family lives. In between London and the islands, Dominica, Guadeloupe. We got family. We got family in we got family everywhere. So, yeah. So I found out my mom was going to London while I was in San Francisco. And I'm like, okay, I gotta go see my mom. Like, she's not about to leave the country for the first time in years. And I'm all the way on the whole other side of the country. I gotta go see my mom. So, I left. And I went to Baltimore to go see my family. While I was there, we did experience a loss in our family. And that definitely affected my content. Because I really needed to deal with that. I was trying to just, be strong and work through it. But losing my grandfather made me just like focus on, not focus, but it made me realize how much I hadn't dealt with, the losses that I had while I had been on the road and stuff like that. So I was in a really dark place. I was very depressed. Then my birthday came around. Me and my mom and my family were kind of beefing at the time, so none of my family called me on my birthday. I spent most of my birthday in my bed, crying, sad, and when I woke up on the 15th, I just was like, okay, enough. Enough of this sad shit. We gotta move forward. We gotta figure something out. Like, we gotta do something. Boom, okay. You can't really tell. Trust the process. So that's the eyes. Next. See, it's been a minute since I did my makeup, so I'm kind of having a brain fart. I'm pretty sure I need to put on some eyeliner, but it's looking like I don't have any. That's disheartening. Bro, how do I not have eyeliner? That can't be. Wow, I really don't have eyeliner. I mean, I know how to make some. I know what I gotta do to make it do, but I was in Baltimore. I was working, and then I was like, all right, I need to hurry up and run this money up so I can get back to California, because I didn't want to come back here and not have any money, because it's hella expensive to live here. So I took a travel assignment. Saturday, August 27th at 11 a.m. The first 100 people get $100 Ashley cash. Enter for a chance to win a $2,500 shopping spree. Ashley's Fremont grand opening. Visit ashley.com for directions and details. I took a travel assignment. It was a shitty assignment. That's all I'm gonna say on that. I damn near walked off the assignment. Now, let me tell you, when people say that they walked off of assignments, right? The only time somebody is just straight, oh, no, because they gonna try to copyright me. Hold on. Wait, give me a copyright claim. Um, okay. Yeah, so, I took the assignment. It was a very shitty assignment. When people say that they walked off an assignment, they didn't just like, okay, middle of the shift, decide, boom, I'm not doing this shit. 9 times out of 10, they finished the shift and then they did not return to the assignment. Don't let these people be out here lying to y'all, making y'all think that we could just do whatever we want to do with no remorse or repercussions. Now, there are some people who don't care, and they are just gonna walk off an assignment, mid-assignment. They don't care about not, possibly. Um, They don't care about potentially catching a charge, abuse, patient neglect, abandonment. They don't care about none of that. So some people will just straight walk off an assignment. But for the most part, everybody that I know that says that they walked off an assignment, they did not just boom bow, big and bad, walk off the assignment. Now, this is the difference between when I do my concealer and other people do my concealer. And I'm not really a fan of my eyebrows too much. But like I said, the first time I do my makeup for the first time in a long time, it usually doesn't come out as, the way I want it to. But it's okay. I'm going out Saturday on this. It's an event hosted by MedVenture. It's an event for medical professionals. They host events pretty much in every city. And this weekend they're hosting one. It's not in San Francisco, but it's like another one of them sand towns out here in the area. It's the Bay Area event. There we go. I was wondering what was going on my screen, like why I look so dark like that. But anyway, okay, because I was like, you sure you that fool? It's like, yeah, we that fool, shorty, okay. What was I saying, y'all? I was working an assignment. It was a shitty assignment. I felt like my license is at risk. People be capping when they say they just walk off of assignments. So I felt like it was a very shitty assignment and my license was at risk. So my recruiter found me another assignment. So I told her I wanted another assignment. Now, simultaneously, at the same time, I was back talking to my ex. My on and off toxic ass relationship with my ex. And this man sold me a dream and I bought it like an idiot. Like I always do. And I took an assignment to go down to Virginia because he was like, all right, I'm ready to be with you. Da 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 da. Bip, bip, bip. Woo, woo. Now I know some of y'all are like, well, what about Caitlin? I tell anybody, first and foremost, it's about the business. And even if the business mean I gotta choose him over you, I'm choosing him over you, period, point blank. Because choosing him is me choosing me. Because that's me choosing my dreams and my art. And I'm gonna always choose my art and the money over love. And that's how I kind of came to the conclusion that I'm not really ready to have no kids, bro. I don't think I want to have kids. I like my life. I like the freedom and flexibility that comes with my life. I'm kind of not, hold up. Okay, I gotta fix that a little bit. But yeah, y'all, so this is where it gets real juicy. So I hope that you watched the live to this point, and if you haven't, know what kind of beat you want to call this, but like on my face, not the music. But it's a real slight something something. It's not party, go to the club, find a rapper. It's not that. But it's given. So I get down there. It's days before, like literal days. Cousins, is that time? It's literal days before it makes 8 years that we met at Job Corps. And that's why I told the story in the beginning about how I got my CNA license. We both met at Job Corps. We were quote unquote day ones. Somebody got my eyeliner broke because I was doing. Now I gotta go to the mall. No, I could just go to the hair store down the street, baby. I'm glad I'm about to take a shower because I'm not feeling this. It's cool, but I ain't feeling it for real. I could travel around the world, still got places to go. I could travel around the world, still got places to go. All right, here I come, y'all. It's the motherfucking Chris's show. Sorry, I was going in my head and then I don't think it came out. I didn't say it out loud except for the last line. It was hard though because I said it. But anyway, what's next? It's been a minute, so my mind be blanking. Now, for the people that say they don't like to wear makeup every day, I definitely recommend L'Oreal Paradise. It's a 24-hour hydration cream. Damn, I sound like I could work for them, right? I sound like I could work for them. But yeah, I recommend the L'Oreal Paradise 24-hour hydration BB cream because it's super light, and it still gives you like that makeup, no makeup look type thing that was going on a couple years ago. Also, it doesn't really come off on your mask if you bake your face right. So you just want something light. So I moved to Virginia. We was kicking it. Mind you, okay, let me tell you what else was deciding factors in this. And if Tina, if you watch this live, please comment and verify. Oh shit. Please comment and verify that this young man was doing. He was showing me that he had the capabilities to do what it took to get me, right? And then I got there and no. That wasn't it. We were about to move in with each other. And that did not happen. We kept looking at all these places. I kept looking at all these places, all these apartments, because the contract that I had, I worked 3/12s during the week. But it just worked out that I had the capability, the ability to go look at the places, and I would take videos and send it to him and see what he had to say and how he was feeling about that particular place or whatever. It went from that to, I feel like this went from me doing this for me to me doing this for us. On the day that made our 8th year anniversary. In the span of 8 years, we had never seriously dated, really committed to one another. Like, this is what we gonna do, da 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 da. Like, seriously. Like, we had played house. You know, I would go down there. We'll lay up for the weekend, have a good little time, and then I would leave and go back to Baltimore. Excuse me. I knew I forgot something. Um, and I would go, go back to my life, doing what I do until I was ready to go see him again. Well, I know it's kind of late in the process for this, but I just feel like it's not going to be complete if I don't do this. I'm going to just use this brush to because in the words of Layla J, no pancake face. So anyway, I went down there and my guy switches up the game on me. He switches up the whole game on me. He's not ready, which I truly appreciate him for even communicating the fact that he wasn't ready. But the next kicker is that he leaves me in the hotel room by myself for a whole week. In addition to the fact that his grandmother did just pass away, so I was like, all right, I understand. I get it. I can respect it. You feel me? A little bit, but you just straight left me, my guy. And at which point I just was like, I really don't already want to be in Virginia. I'm only here for him, and he really don't even want me here. So we out. I left. And I came back to San Francisco. I like my makeup to be real, very beat, blended into the skin. I take my big fluffy brush and just repeat. Wow. Sometimes I do stab myself in the eye, It's dangerous being a bad. And I came back to San Francisco. And now we here. I was sad. I cried. Mostly because I felt dumb for falling for the okie doke that people were going to be any different than they had already shown me they were. And that I fell for the little bit of effort, the bare minimum effort, instead of standing my ground and standing on what I know I deserve, which was far better than that. His daddy told me out his mouth, like, young lady, he is selling you a dream. I'm like, oh, girl, that's okay because I just leave. Well, yeah, I just left, but I'm still hurt. So that's where I've been all year. I went back to a land that I once knew. a land that once knew me. But it comes to the realization and the inner understanding that, number one, people only gonna give you as much respect as they see you give them, as they can give you, as they give themselves, and as they see you give yourself. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing that I can definitely say I learned in my single and celibacy journey. I was a girlfriend for 18 days. 18 days. Single. For well over a year, just to go back to the same person, for them to do the exact same things they had already shown me they were capable of doing. And I fell for the potential. I fell for the potential that they could be anything different that they had already shown me that they were. For years, I let a couple months of consistency allow me to fall for the okie doke. Yup. So if you're watching and you're thinking that you might be a good candidate, well, I just hope you think twice, maybe 3 times. Shoot, you might need to outdo him and think 4, because I thought 3 times. It took me 3rd time. Thanking God I ain't signed a lease. Kept wondering why we kept hitting obstacle after obstacle. Trying to find a place. That's not where I was supposed to be. I knew the day that I walked into my assignment and I was like, God, please let me do this job as an honor and a service unto you. I was over it. I was over it. I tried to start a job with that mindset and that mind frame and that mentality. And usually I don't end up staying at that job long. I go in the door saying it. I don't end up being there for long, bro. Well, I'm giving y'all a beat today, honey. This will be my favorite part right here. The contouring. But it wasn't meant for me to be in that space. And the moment I opened up my mouth and was like, okay, show me what to do. Is this it? This where I'm supposed to be? Nigga broke up with me. On the 8th year anniversary, I'm already questioning, is this where I'm supposed to be? Like, what am I waiting? I waited 8 years for this. I waited 8 years for this right here. This bare minimum bullshit. I waited 8 years for this? You gonna break up with me? I'm gonna catch a flight. I'm gonna go back where I know I am loved and appreciated, and where I know I have the ability to flourish in my creative abilities, because I have the time, space, and opportunity to dedicate to my creative abilities. That's why I got me a flight and I got up out of there. I asked him, I said, you look, you talking about you need space. I get that. Your grandmother just died. It's a lot going on. Do you want me to be here? Yes or no? Do you want me to go look at these apartments? Yes or no? I got orientation for another job at this time. Do you want me to go to that? Yes or no? This nigga told me, he told me, only if you want to. Bing boom. Welcome to Southwest Airlines. Gone. Gone. Hello. We is from about here. Literally, wait till I post the video, y'all. And I was struggling, like, should I even talk about this? This is embarrassing. But then I remembered that I made a commitment to take y'all on every part of the journey with me. So that way, when I get ready to drop the art that comes from this pain, from my stupidity, y'all know the story. Let me give y'all the story first. What I decided from this experience, from my stupidity, was that I did not want to be angry while I'm hurt. I'm disappointed. I don't want to be angry. I don't want to go back to sad, angry Chris, out to get revenge Chris, go through a whole phase Chris. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I worked very hard to get to this soft, peaceful place in life. I already gave people the ability and the power enough in the past 5 months to make me feel less than. I will not further their power to make me feel less than by returning to someone or a level of me that I have already conquered. No. That's what we're not going to do. So, the day after he broke up with me, flight was booked. I don't even understand how upset I am I don't have any eyeliner. It's like, how do I really complete this look with no eyeliner? Like, is that even a thing? Is that even allowed? I forgot I contoured down here too. You know, it's just like, I want to stay happy. I want to stay peaceful. Because it's not that he necessarily made me happy. It was the peace in the decision that I had made. It was that I was around a person that I consciously knew made me happy, right? Could contribute to my happiness, that enhanced my happiness, if that makes sense, right? So I'm always telling y'all to be mindful of who you are around, and if it's not an equally beneficial connection, you probably shouldn't be connected to them. You know what I'm saying? Mutually beneficial connections from here on out, you know? If you walk away from the conversation more often than not feeling drained, like you poured out everything you had, every positive thing that you had, and this person just had something negative to say at every turn, that's probably not a connection for you to have, or a connection that you don't connect with often. I told y'all sometimes I be forgetting for real. And speaking of connections, that brings me to my next point, right? The people that were in my circle were in my circle or had access to me in an intimate way, right? I always want to know what's next. Because Chris always got a plan. Chris always know what she doing next. That's because growing up, I had to have a plan. If I wanted to go out, I needed to know who, what, when, where, why, who. Yo, Polly! Polly! I needed to know who, what, when, where, why, how come, how much, and potentially have a backup plan. So that carried over into my adulthood, that no matter where I go, what I do, I need to have a plan, right? But as I'm growing, for real? I don't know. Send me a thing if you can. I don't know how to do that. Oh no, I don't think you can. Where you at? I'm in Cali right now. Oh dang, my guy. I was just on that side of the country for 5 months. I just got back to Cali. When you gonna go ahead and pop out one of them babies, Polly, you getting up there, my guy. You getting a little bit bro. I'm not about to say. I'm not about to say that, bro. I'm not about to say that, bro. You always want me to say that and noodles. I'm not ready to say that. If you want me to say it, cash at me that amount of money right now. Hell yeah. For the people that's gonna watch this live later, this one of the homies from Job Corps. Little crazy ass, yo. This nigga's crazy. Matter of fact, Paulie, because it's just me and you right now, I'ma just do this, right? One time for the one time. It's been a few minutes since I hit mine, so I'm gonna hit that. Hit this in remembrance of all the good times. Goddamn, what you have? Oh, I keep remembering like that. He cuts it like that on here. What you had with the Job Corps for again? I know it was not. You still doing like the airline aviation stuff, right? And make sure the playlist wasn't about to end. I can't afford another copyright strike. But the point that I'm trying to make, y'all, is that when it's time to elevate, no matter what your definition of success is, no matter what your definition of elevation is, where you're going, what you're doing in life, not just necessarily, to the expiration of life, but just period. Everybody can't go into every season with you. And sometimes that everybody feel like that some people feel like everybody. This was the most darkest and loneliest season of my life. And I was staying with my best friend. My best friend was right there watching it happen, but she wasn't going through it with me. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. You gotta go when you aspire to do more and have more. Free game. I'm gonna tell you right now. Something that they don't tell you is that you gotta go through that shit alone, bro. Everybody hollering that we spiritual, we spiritual. There comes a point in that spiritual journey. You gotta do that soul work, that shadow work, whatever you call it. You got to do that alone. And the longer and the more you try to put off doing it alone, the longer and the harder you gotta go through it with people watching you. I mean, they're gonna be watching regardless. Because I've been saying that I'm gonna be somebody great. Great power, influence, affluence, all that. since I was about 16, 15, 14. You know what I'm saying? And so because I've been open, at the time I was young. I didn't know that. I didn't get it. I didn't understand that. I didn't understand anything about the process. And learning how to keep my mouth shut about what I was doing next, where I'm going next, you know what I'm saying? I didn't get that. I didn't understand that. Because I was so used to having to have a plan and knowing the plan and speaking the plan out loud so that way I could do what it was that I wanted to do. And just evolving and moving through this process and knowing that you can't speak about everything out loud. Yeah, it's lonely. I'm on the whole other side of the country by myself, away from my family, friends, all that. But this is where I make some of my greatest content, in my loneliness. This is where I grow and evolve as a woman, as an individual, learning what I am and am not capable of doing. Learning, if I wasn't raised the way that I was, right? I'm on rules up until this day. If I was to have to go back home and really live with my mom and stuff, I would have to be, if I'm not in the house by 2 o'clock a.m., stay where you at. Period. Right? If you've been following me since Atlanta, I was dealing with this young man. He was like, yeah, I be in the house by 8 o'clock. Every night. It didn't matter what was going on. I knew that the young man I was dealing with, having conversations with, he was in the house by 8 o'clock. So because he was in the house by 8 o'clock, I'm in the house by 8 o'clock. Now, no matter where I'm at, I'm in the house by 8 o'clock. Damn. You know what I'm saying? You have to go through these different journeys and trials and tribulations to really understand and understand what you're really made of. Unless you good with being who you are, you feel like you at the level in life, you achieve what you need to achieve, you've grown where you need to grow appropriately. And hey, you do what you want when you popping, okay? Can't nobody tell you nothing. Can't nobody tell me nothing. That's good for you. But for those of us that are still growing and evolving, and I'm reporting live from the gutter. I've been quiet for a minute, just posting the regular nursing content, but it's really doing me ultimately a disservice. By not speaking on what I've learned, by not speaking on it while it's happening, because while it's happening, it's fresh, it's raw, it's going on right now. I can tell you what's happening. When I get on the other side, I'm gonna just be like, thank God it's over. I might look back one time and remember and take a little note down and keep it pushing, but while it's happening, or as it's ending, it's the best time, I tell you. Reporting live from the gutter. And because I don't have any eyeliner, but I'm gonna attempt to put on these lashes for y'all, okay? Don't judge me if they don't come out too right. But I feel like I can do it without the eyeliner. So I say all that to say, as you're elevated, for me, I had to learn to shut out the voices and the people that keep asking me, what's next? What you doing next? Because it was taken away from me being present in the moment. When I'm by myself, I'm in nature. I'm taking walks, I'm taking hikes, I'm watching sunsets and sunrises. You feel me? But when I feel like I got people constantly hounding me. What you doing next? Where you going next? I feel like I gotta constantly be on go, and sometimes I'm spinning my wheels. I'm just going, but not really going nowhere, really doing anything. I'm just going. Now I have a plan, and this plan, it's not for everybody. It's for very few to know about. Because I only got the plan, the ideas. I don't really know how to put it in motion yet. So I have to be very selective with who I share the idea with. It is somebody that knows how to help me transition the plan, the idea into a plan. I just feel like, that's how things should be carried. It's unfortunate that the people that you love and that love you, you really cannot disclose everything to them. And if you have that type of connection with your family, that's cool, that's great. I'm talking to the people that don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, just because you share DNA with a person doesn't necessarily mean that they're for you, that they want you to win. Just really take close observation of that. Like, well, when this was going on, you wasn't with me. But when that was going on, I was a phone call away for you. It matters, bro. I'm telling you. People be like, pay attention to who is clapping. Don't pay attention to who not clapping. No, I'm paying attention to both. So I know who not to invite to my table. For a little bit of ambiance. You know what I'm saying? Because some people will become baggage, luggage, slow you down, weigh you down on your way up. You have to be able to differentiate who those people are. I'm trying to make sure I covered all my notes, I covered all my topics. And another reason I couldn't really create the type of content I wanted to create was because I was still hurt by a lot. I was still angry. So I would have said a lot of things in anger, out of anger. That didn't necessarily mean, but it sounded good, and I knew it would hurt if I said it. Whereas if I'm just speaking my truth from a place of a healed place, it's still gonna hurt because it's the truth, but at least it's not hurting because it's the truth and it's mean and it's nasty. You know what I'm saying? And that's not to say that it's always going to be that way, because it's not. Because I don't want to make art. My intention is not to hurt, because hurt people. So I make art that people are listening to, and they hurt, and they go hurt other people, and because they hurt other people because they got hurt by other people. You know what I'm saying? All that still falls back on me. Dang. My bad, y'all. It's been a minute since I put on lashes. It's been a minute since I wore makeup, period. I feel like I've been saying that the whole life. But my intent is never to hurt. I'm a healer. So if you're watching my videos, watching my content, when I start making music, you start listening to my music, you know what I'm saying? Listen to my music, motivational speaking, whatever. However, what form of media you find me. You meet me in real life, as a CNA, a mentor, whatever. It is to heal, encourage, and edify, not to enrage and hurt. That's not me. That's why I listen to like the same 5 artists, because I know that their music is not only made in the healing frequencies and hertz, like the scientific hertz HZ, but I've watched them grow and evolve as artists, and what they allow us to be privy to on social media. And usually I'm not angry after I listen to their music. I feel better about whatever my life circumstance is at that moment in time. Just like they say, you are what you eat. If you are what you eat, if you eat bad and you eat unhealthy, you get fat and you get sick, you become overweight. Why do you think the things that you listen to and the things that you watch don't also play a role in your health? You know, it's about what you want for you, though. If you don't want it, cool. If you're only ready for bits and pieces of your change and your journey and transformation, cool. Don't let anybody make you feel like you gotta do it any faster than what you're ready for. But also, in the same breath, don't be procrastinating and putting stuff off when you know that you have the capability and the ability to do better and be better. And you just choosing to take your time with the matter because you're really scared of what becoming better is going to make you have to do. That's literally the biggest problem with me and my ex, is that he knows that being with me, he will not have to, he cannot settle for the mediocre life that he wants to settle for so bad. He's so comfortable living a regular life. And the thing about being around me is that you can't be around me and not want to do more and be more and all of that. I was like, oh no, what's going on? Because the way that I carry myself, who I am on and off, who I am on this screen is who I am off screen. Let's do it, let's get it done. Like, I'm a motivator, let's get it, let's do it. Like, that's it. Like, let's get it done. Don't tell me about something that you don't really want to get done. Don't tell me something that sounds like a good idea, something you were just thinking about, because I'm going to ask you, why isn't it done yet? If this is something that you really want to do, don't tell me that you're trying to do it. Tell me what you've done to already get it done. Tell me the steps that you already taken to get it done. I don't know, that's just me though. And everybody can't handle that. And that's why I'm saying you gotta be in environments that have the capacity for you. The club, that's not necessarily the same for me. Why? Because I like to have conversations. I like to have intimate one-on-one conversations. Like, tell me how you think. Like, I like to party, don't get me wrong. I like to have a good time. But I don't like being in places where, one, I can't see and I can't hear. You're taking away two of my senses. So now I'm relying on you to create an atmosphere or somebody else to create an atmosphere for me. I don't like that. Then what are we even listening to? Like, what is that? Like, is what we y'all talking about killing and robbing, and people in here on drugs, and if all they hearing about is killing and robbing. To younger viewers, I do have 13 and 17-year-olds and like young 20-year-olds that watch. I do watch my demographics. I would say that to like the teenagers, nothing your parents is telling you as far as like discipline, as far as being home at a certain time or completing your assignments at a certain time or creating a schedule for yourself. None of that. They're not telling you any of those things because they want to control your life, or telling you to or telling you to check in. They're not telling you that because they want to control your life. Number one, there are a lot of things going on right now in the world that y'all actually have a lot of access and information to. You know, it was dangerous when I was growing up, but now as a young adult with no children, I'm like, whoa, I don't even know if I want to have kids because it's so dangerous out here now. So, sharing your location with your parents, or maybe not putting as much personal information online, whatever your parents are asking you to do, just know that they're doing it to groom you into healthy young adults. Sometimes their methods are not always necessarily the best methods. They could use other methods, but they don't know what they're doing. even if you have siblings, they don't know what they're doing. They're trying to do their best every single day. They wake up and today is a completely different day than it was yesterday, and tomorrow is not going to look anything like today. But what they do know is that they're responsible for you. They're responsible for your safety and your well-being. So they're telling you these things for sure, for sure. They're telling you these things so that way when you get out here and you have to make your own choices and decisions in life, you can be prepared. You can make the best choice and decision for yourself. A lot of younger people have this misconception that when you turn 18, you're an adult, you can do what you want to do. Technically, by law, yes, you can, but as long as you live under your parents' roof or your family's house, or you depend on your family for anything, they will always have the right to say or have input on what you do in your life. And trust me, I live on the whole opposite side of the country and in a whole nother country from my family. It's not all it's cracked up to be. You know what I'm saying? You want to have access to your family. You want to be able to spend time with your family and it be a good time. Just understand that they doing the best that they can. They doing the best that they know how. And as you get older, you'll understand that maybe their best isn't good enough. Maybe they could have done things a whole lot different than what they're doing them right now. But it's gonna make you a better person. I hate to say it like that, but don't be mad at them because they're trying to either do the opposite of what their parents did to them, or they're doing the exact same thing and not realizing that they're creating the same pattern over and over again. But know that they are trying to do something to keep you safe and to help you have a better life. If you're like a little bit older, you're about to be like 17, 18, 19, 20, making that transition from high school into college, or you're about to finish high school and you don't know if you want to go to college, it's okay if you don't go to college. It's really okay if you don't. But if you live at home, I would just say save as much money as possible. Build your credit, establish good credit, and save as much money as possible. Don't go out here and get a fancy car. Not even fancy. Like, if your car note is more than $400 and you only make $800 every 2 weeks, that is not the car for you. You might want to start with something smaller so that way you can build your credit and establish credit and have some savings and not be paying $400 plus however much car insurance is, plus the maintenance of the car, plus how much it costs to put gas in the car. Like, that's a lot. Shoot for something a little bit smaller, maybe a used car, stack your money up, repair your credit. And if you're living at home, all I can say is save, 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 save your money. Even if you're a younger viewer, y'all have opportunities to make money now too. Get into some of those online things like ebooks, if your parents will allow you to. Maybe starting a YouTube channel, becoming a TikToker, get into the social media things. But start if you're not making money from home. Yeah, for sure. Like at first my dad was like super disappointed that I didn't go to college. Like I went to college, but I went to community college, and my dad was like super disappointed. He would, bro, it's your life, okay? At the end of the day, there's gonna come a point in time in life where unfortunately your parents are not going to be here, and it's just gonna be you on this earth. And you would hate for it to happen, and now you're just now starting to do all the things you wish you would have done when you had the chance. You live your life. I understand that in some cultures, parents, you have a lot of say in what happens until you're married. Um, okay, well, you know what? You do what you got to do to make sure you maintain that roof over your head unless you're prepared to put a roof over your own head. Um, and we are living in a still mid slash post pandemic slash beginning of another pandemic world. I don't know, bro. I don't know if it's gonna be worth it. So just do whatever they're asking you to do, man. It's usually for your safety and your benefit anyway. Parents, they don't really get any pleasure out of like making your life on. I should have not put lashes on because from right here it looks crazy. Like if I was looking at me across the room or on the camera, I'd be like, girl, fix them lashes. But I'm also not about to go anywhere. I'm just chilling for real. Um, I'm put a little mascara on the bottom. Go with lip gloss. Brush my hair down. I'm really upset that I don't have any eyeliner. Like, what the heck happened? I need to find out where, like, see, and that's the thing. I could be, like, where the closest Sephora is, get on a train, take a whole adventure, go to the mall, or I could order it on Amazon. I'm gonna order it on Amazon. Becoming an influencer as a teen is very subjective, though, especially for black girls. You have to look. Hold on. Because now I want to talk to you. You got a nice vocabulary. I didn't know how deep I could get with you, but okay, becoming an influencer as a teen is very subjective, though, especially for a black girl. You have to look like a baddie, lashes, wig, eyebrows on fleek. Damn. Revealing clothes, etc. Listen, I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm 20 something. It's like, no, I just turned, let me make sure this not bothering me. Okay, I just turned 28, right? No, for sure, for sure. We can talk, girl. We can talk. And now that I know you watching, I'm gonna do more videos like this just for you, okay? So, um, I'm fat. That's no secret, you know what I'm saying? um, I don't look like the Instagram girls out here. I don't have a BBL, even though, okay, now I'm going to say this because I believe in keeping it 100. I am going to get one, but I'm also 28. I have lost weight. I have gained weight. I have medical conditions that make my weight fluctuate and things like that, right? I also don't necessarily always eat right, and my workout regimen is not always right. But I'm getting a BBL because I want one, because I actually worked with post-op recovery patients, so other girls who have gotten BBLs, and I've watched the process. You know what I'm saying? So I want one for me. I don't have a boyfriend. Um, I'm not talking to anybody. I'm not dating. I'm celibate. I'm single. Last year, I was celibate for 13 months. I was also single for over a year. And in that time frame, that's when I was like, I wanted a BBL for me. So I just wanted to take that time to explain that, right? But you're also very young. You can find other ways to make your social media platform grow. You don't have to look like everybody else. In fact, the CEO of Instagram recently released a statement saying that they're about to start pushing smaller creators and original content creators as opposed to the larger ones and the ones that are doing everything, that are doing what everybody else is doing. So there might be an aspect of your life that you can talk about and create content about that you can all day, every day. For me, it was being a CNA, or it is being a CNA, right? Let me see. As a teenager, I was into like all the things that most teenage girls are into. I'm getting bigger mainly because if I'm not full, then I'm eating, been overweight my whole life and not too far gone, then I can't fix it. Right. So let's do that, right? Fitness journeys. Fitness is always one of the things that pops. Like fitness journeys, they start out small. They need some traction. It has to build up over time, but it will also help keep you accountable. After this live, if you check out my YouTube channel, you'll see where I've started and stopped my fitness journey. But I keep going. That's the most important part. Don't let anybody make you feel like, you're not doing it fast enough, or you're not doing it the way that other people are doing it, or you keep starting and stopping. The fact that you're even going to keep going is all that matters. But, not but, because but erases everything you just said. In the same token, I really lost my train of thought. That's what happened. In the same token, you're young. You can fix it, right? So let's get to the root problem of why you don't feel full. It might be abandonment issues. It might be rejection. It might be mommy and daddy issues. It might be some deeper things that are going on, as well as a chemical imbalance. So you might want to talk to your parents about talking, or your guardians about talking to a therapist, about talking to a nutritionalist or something like that, right? And make that a part of your content if you feel comfortable. The thing about being an influencer is about what you like. I could get 101 people to send me a pair of scrubs, but if it's not a black-owned scrub company, female black-owned, and it's not something that I wouldn't wear, I'm not going to post it. And that's not necessarily all the qualifications or my qualifications. It might be, but I believe I just don't drink enough water to feel fuller. Okay, so let's drink some water. Then it might be, what are you putting in your water? Are you drinking like regular water? Or are you drinking like alkaline water? Are you drinking like lemon with water? You might need to like add something to your water to make you want to drink more water. It might be that as well. You know what I'm saying? You're young. You can fix that shit. You don't need, my bad. You can fix that. You don't need surgery. You don't need to look like everybody else. And I'm trying to tell you, posting it on your social media is going to make you be more accountable for it. Then as your traction builds, then people will start to see like, oh snap, she's really serious about this. Yeah, when you first wake up in the morning, I recommend adding some lemon tea or water. I guess I finished it. Oh, this is my tea. Oh, this is my song right here. This is my tea. It's very cold. I know it is. But that's ginger and lemon tea. You know what I'm saying? So maybe you might want to start looking into did I drink this? You might want to start looking into different like different regimens, different things that you can add to your water, different snacks and stuff that you can have. I know some people are still doing school online virtually. Yeah, girl, you gotta figure out what works for you. You gotta figure out what works best for you. You can't be doing what everybody else is out here doing, because number one, it might not work for you and you might get sick. You might pass out or something. It might be counterproductive to your body. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta figure out what works best for you. What works best for me is getting me, I think this is like 2 liters. This is a liter and a half, right? This works best for me because I can, number one, I can fill it back up. But more often than not, Um, I just buy one of those, but probably like 2 or 3 of those a day, as opposed to buying 6 of these a day. You feel what I'm saying? You do what works best for you. And I don't even really like Smart Water. I prefer Essentia, the black and red one with the cross on it. You know, in the early 2000s, that's what everybody was drinking for real. And then, like right around when Nipsey Hussle died and Dr. Sebi and all of that happened, that big shift took place. Well, that's what I was saying. Being an influencer is about what you like. Influencing people to like the stuff that you like. Baby, don't be focused on what other people look like, because you don't know why they look like that. Some of them, I'm gonna just keep it real with you. Some of them might be getting touched on. Some of them might be getting violated, and their bodies were. Some people have had children. People your age, I don't even know how old you are, but I know people my age that have had children, didn't even know they were pregnant, and they look smaller now after the kid than they did right now. You know what I'm saying? There are a lot of hormones and things in foods. People's, and this is why if your parents tell you you can't go over everybody's house, believe this, or that you can't eat at everybody's house, believe this. People's parents put hormones and steroids in their foods and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes that's why they're getting bigger like that. Some people have been on birth control from the day that they've had their periods. And so their bodies have been forced to grow and speed up way before, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody is going through different things. Plus genetics play a role in it. You're still a you're still young. Give your body time to develop. Now, going back to me getting my BBL, somebody that's maybe 10 years older than me, 5 years older than me, 7 years older than me, like, you're 28, you haven't had any kids, you don't even know what your body is gonna look like. Number one, I lost 100 pounds at one point in life, and I've gained about half of that back. So I know what my body looks like when I lose weight. I know what my body looks like when I take care of it and I exercise every day. However, I'm gonna take care of it, but I'm also gonna get surgery too. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe my body looking better will encourage me to work out and take care of it even more. But that's the thing about me getting surgery, is that I had to take care of my body prior to getting surgery, because I need to lose weight. Number one, so my BMI is low enough, and number two, it lowers my chances and risk of catching infections. You know what I'm saying? And then you never know. Once you start taking care of your body and working out, you might look the way that you want to look. It might just be because you got some stuff you need to work on. I'm about to say, it is not time for that alarm to be going off for you. Well, okay, how old are you? Let's get into that. Because you can't be like 8 or 9 years old talking about I want some lashes. Absolutely not. Okay. Okay. What if we start with some mascara? Now, if you put your mascara on the right way, you can still sort of kind of get the lash effect. Then it also depends on the types of lashes that you're trying to wear. Mm-hmm. And there are magnetic lashes, so that way, if you even want to just wear your lashes just to take your pictures to make your content, and then immediately take them off without causing too much damage to yourself, that might be something that you guys might be able to negotiate as well. But yeah, y'all, this is pretty much the look for real. Yeah, so like, now I got these from Five Below. I do have lashes, but I was on the road. Let me see, what's the best way to show these? I was on the road and I wasn't really too sure of what the temperature, like the climate was going to be if I was even going to wear lashes out there. And let me also get closer so y'all can see my face for real. Like, I'm cute. But no. So you could probably get away with something like this, or like this, or maybe even this, but definitely not this or this. This is, you know what I'm saying? You got to come to them with options that seem appealing to them. These are not my lashes. I got these from Five Below, but you know, start off small, baby steps, baby steps. You know, you got to appease to what they want, and you have to also be willing to compromise. The last one, these ones, yeah, I feel like that's totally appropriate. You know what I'm saying? And if they're like, that's still too much, you can just trim them down. It's not going to slide. You might have to trim them down, babes. You really might just have to take very small baby steps with them, okay? Absolutely not. These ones, you talking about these ones? You would probably have to cut all the extra. They would probably just have to be all one length. If you're trying to get them on your team, you can't come at them with this. You gotta cut it down. That's too, they're gonna, no. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. You gotta cut them, you're gonna have to trim them down. You're gonna have to trim them down. Or come at them with the number 3. Or come at them with the number 3. I'm telling you, I grew up in a British West Indian household. You know what that means? A Christian British West Indian household. Do you know what that means? Okay? I didn't get my first piece of weave until like my 13th birthday. I didn't get my eyebrows waxed until I was like in middle school, fam. Like, so how old are you at that point? Like 15, damn near 16, okay? No. Did you show them the screen just now? You wasn't supposed to show them the screen just now. You were supposed to get the lashes. Because you're 17, so I know you got like $5. Get the lashes. Trim them down. Cut them down. Cut them down. And then hit them. And then hit them with that. You got to play the game. Play them with the game. Play you. Nah, babes. You got to start with like some elf lashes. Now, back in the day, let me make sure you're about to be out of music. Okay. Back in the day, Elf used to have dollar lashes. Now, I don't know where you live, but when I lived in Baltimore, Dollar Tree also had dollar lashes. Now, you're 17. I know you got $1. And if you only got $1, you have to choose very wisely. But you got to give them realistic options, fam. Do you have a big sister? Or like older cousins? If not, it's okay. I'll be your big sis. I'll be your older cousin. I'll help you because I ain't have help. When Megan Thee Stallion said you can check the throwback pics because I've been there, nah, don't check mine. Don't check mine. Please don't. Okay, I got you. You do now. So let me put my finishing spray on. No worries. Don't cry about it. any of the things. I can't say they're not interested. They just have like other priorities in life. So it's just me out here thugging it out. And I don't have any eyeliner, but I just cannot. I just cannot do my bowls like that, bro. Great. Now it looks like I got freckles or something. I know you just commented. Give me 1 second. Now, from back day, y'all probably can't see them, but I just cannot pay homage to my molds. Like, I got them. They there. They real. I gotta show them. Oh, dummy. Let me just come to the camera and read a comment. The only one growing up these times of like female, I don't understand. Okay, now bracelets, jewelry, necklaces, all of those things, it depends, it's levels to this, right? And where you live. Did you subscribe to my channel? Because I'm gonna help you out. You just help me make some content. Well, come up with some new content that I can make. So make sure you subscribe. I'm making it just for you. Well, okay, for sure. Welcome to the Kinfolk Link Up. I'm gonna come up with a little gesture for us. But yeah, so jewelries and bracelets, right? Girl, are you out here trying to rock like Cuban links and like rapper jewelry, like, or are you trying to rock like some rainbow Dollar Tree jewelry? Because there's levels to it. I'm trying to tell you, you gotta start them off small. You feel me? Like, I'm grown, right? This is not my first chain. I had already, well, this is not even a chain, it's a necklace. If you want it, my friends want to keep correcting me. They're like, you want to be a rapper so bad because I'm manifesting. Anyway, this is my second necklace I ever bought for myself, right? My favorite color is cyan, turquoise, so I got something with a turquoise piece in it and a little diamond. You feel me? Now, I had some money. I could have got me a nice little second base Cuban link starter kit, little baby rapper chain. But I decided to get me something. Baby girl, you got to start off small. You got to start off small. Where do you live? What's I know you probably don't want to tell a stranger on the internet, but let me just tell you, right? I grew up in East Baltimore, right? My mama was not having none of that shit either. You feel me? She was not having, my bad, she was not having none of that. You feel me? The only time I was really allowed to wear makeup was when a little cheap class necklace. They won't let you wear a little cheap class necklace. Because class looks like it could be real. To the unknowing, to somebody who, like, if you live in a dangerous place, like, to somebody who is unknowing and unaware, they're going to think that that necklace is real. Like, what your parents are trying to do is prevent you from being appealing to these nasty ass weird people. Oh, the only time I was allowed to wear makeup really was when I was going to church. Or I was going somewhere with my mom. Because, I mean, I don't know what you look like, but I'm pretty sure you're a very beautiful young woman, respectfully. Like, I ain't trying to catch no charges, you feel me? I'm gonna put my lip gloss on. I really need to do something, but now that I know that there's a child watching, like a minor watching, I don't want to do that, so I'm gonna just wait. Now, Oh, I forgot to put my setting spray on. Now, the other thing about me, right, that my parents recognized at a young age was that I'm going to do what I want to do, right, regardless of the repercussions. I'm going to do what I want to do, regardless of the repercussions. Now, I'm not saying that you should do that, because I don't know what kind of parents you got. But my parents just got to a point where they realized I just was going to do what I wanted to do. But I would do what I wanted to do within reason. Within reason, you feel me? So, like, okay, I wasn't allowed to wear big ghetto hoops. You feel me? Like, in the early 2000s, when everybody was wearing big hoops and hella lip gloss, and they was just starting to put on mascara, and everybody was going through that phase, I was still wearing my birthstone earrings. I was still wearing the earrings that I was born with, that I got when I first got my ears pierced. Now, to me, in our culture, in West Indian culture, that's great, that's lit, that's real gold, that's a real... And see, that's why they do that. That's exactly why they crack the whip the way that they do, because they are hoping that eventually you will grasp hold of what they are saying and take heed of it and do what they're saying and stop trying to rebel against them. I'm trying to tell you, like, okay, the jewelry and the accessories and stuff like that, like I was saying, they're trying to make you not be appealing to these nasty, creepy people out here in the world. And if you live in a neighborhood or a city that's not safe, they're trying to make sure that nobody has a reason to try to come and attack you or come up on you or have any type of reason to speak to you outside of a friendly interaction. But who knows what people's definition of a friendly interaction is these days? You know what I'm saying? They're really doing that because they're trying to protect you, not because they don't want you to look nice or look pretty or anything like that. But they don't, people are crazy out here. People are really sick in this world. You understand what I'm saying? Like, one day I had on my makeup and stuff. I was with my mom. I was like 15 years old. We were catching the train to get ready to go to DC or something like that. And this creepy old man comes and sit down next to me and put his arm around me. And my little brother is trying to wake my mom up. My mom wakes up and she immediately starts yelling at me like, "What are you doing with that man's arm around you? Get up. I can't believe you did it." Whole time it was the man. The man came and sat down next to me and I was trying to get your attention. And she like, "That's my daughter. She only 15 years old. Da 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 da." You know, they're trying to prevent those types of things from happening. I can't see your parents knowing that you're a beautiful young lady and just don't want you to look like a young lady or look any part of remotely nice. You know what I'm saying? And I grew up in the church. Like, we were in the church on Sundays. My mom was a minister. We were in church from 9 o'clock on Sunday morning. Right. So just because you don't see it doesn't mean that other people don't see it. You know what I'm saying? And I can understand because my brother goes to a PWI actually out here. Well, I'm not in LA, but he goes to a PWI in LA. He went to... Yeah, people are really crazy. You know what I'm saying? And my mom was right there with me. This is not even a story about the things that have happened when I've been by myself. I'm a traveling CNA. I'm a travel nurse assistant. You know what I'm saying? So I travel all over the place by myself all the time. You know what I'm saying? So imagine that happening with my mom with me and looking how I look like a bad bitch. You know, I go outside like this. Because I don't want nobody to say nothing to me. Like, you look crazy. Like, what the hell do you have on, miss? I don't go outside with makeup on, you know what I'm saying? Because it makes me look more appealing to people. And I'm not even trying to attract that type of energy. But that's just my light. That's just who I am, you know what I'm saying? People want to walk up to me and tell me their whole life stories. Like, homeless people, I feel safer talking to homeless people than I do talking to some random man that wants my number. You know what I'm saying? Like, the homeless man ain't got nothing to lose. He probably ain't trying to mess with me. But this guy that thinks I look good, that's probably trying to get in my pants. If I tell him no, he might punch me in my face and try to take it from me without my consent. Who wants that? Who wants that? Then I can't get on live and be hurt, bruised up, messed up. And that's what your parents are trying to They're trying to prevent. But I get it because my brother, that's one of the, he goes to a PWI out here. No, for real. Like, no, for real. Like, that literally happened to me. Like, one of my patients, like, I can laugh about it now. Like, it's fun. Like, it's not funny to me, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get triggered by it, so I can talk about it. One of my patients got daggone, he was trying to grope me inappropriately in places that his hands should not be. And I told him no. I kept telling him no. And he would not take no for an answer. So in that moment, in that split moment, I had to think and come to a decision like, am I going to respond how I want to respond, which is how I really want to inflict some sort of physical pain upon him because he is making me feel uncomfortable and touching me inappropriately, or do I want to lose my license? And in that moment, I had to think, I got to keep my license. I got to do what I got to do to make sure I have my license. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, girl, it really happened. And I didn't press charges. Well, I did press charges initially, but I just didn't really feel like I had the support emotionally that I needed or physically to go through that whole process, like going through the courts and going to trial and everything like that. And plus, I had just turned a new leaf in my life. I had started traveling more. I was in Miami working with the BBL girls. So I really just did not want anything to have to do with that past chapter of my life. I just wanted to move forward. And he's an old, creepy old man that is damn near paralyzed, going to be in that nursing home for the duration of his life. Meanwhile, I'm 20 something years old, and I still got more life to live. And I was at work with my hair in a ponytail, no makeup on, scrubs on, lips crusty, mask on, all that. I was just me. I thought I was just chilling at work, scrub top, 3-4 sizes too big. I don't have no butt. I'm shaped like SpongeBob. You know what I'm saying? And it happened to me at work. And that wasn't the first time, and that wasn't the only time. Oh, but if for sure, it's gonna be the last time, because ain't nobody ever about to play me like that ever again. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I could go on and on about it, but I don't want to scare you. I don't really want to get into all that. No, yeah, for sure. I totally get that. And I think that one of the things that might change that is once you start to embrace your natural self and they see you not trying so hard to have the materialistic things to look like everybody else, but you really take that look within and you really start to embrace your natural beauty, they might be a little bit more inclined to, you know, support you with those materialistic things. But at the same time, baby girl, you're about to be 18, so then you're gonna be able to wear and do what you want, unless you live under their roof. And by the time you get the money together to live on your own and do all those great and wonderful things for yourself, baby girl, it's gonna be time to pay rent on the 1st. And by the time you pay rent on the 1st, all the rest of them bills gonna be due on the 15th. And by the time the 15th comes, it's gonna be time to save up the money for the rent. So you still gonna be looking broke and busted. Save your money. Maybe once they're not paying your tuition, phone bill, car insurance, health insurance, and that's a little bit of a stretch. Adulthood. I'm so glad that you get it. I'm so glad that you get it. But like I was saying, if you take more of that look within and you start to take care of yourself more, they might be a little bit more willing to support you in other areas of your life. Because people, like I was saying in the beginning part of my life, people can only give you as much respect as they see you give yourself. So right now, they don't necessarily see you taking care of yourself or having respect for yourself because you eat past the point of you being full, or you don't necessarily eat the right things, or you don't necessarily exercise, or whatever it is that is causing you to want changes to your body. You know what I'm saying? They see you doing the complete opposite of that. Yeah, listen. I said it's hard out here for a pimp when you trying to get this money for the rent. It's hard out here That is my number one piece of advice to any young person, yo. It's like, if you can stay at home, like, okay, it might be uncomfortable, but is it unbearable? Is it unbearable living conditions? No, obviously not, because if it was, you would have done what you needed to do to get emancipated or left that situation, just straight up ran away. So, stay at home, build your credit, begin to have those conversations about how to build your credit. Begin to ask your parents, like, hey, what is something that you wish you knew at 17, 18 years old, 19 years old, 20 years old? Help me begin to implement those things into my life, so that way when I'm ready to take these steps into the world, I have financial support, I have this type of support, I have this type of knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Because listen, financial literacy is not something that is taught in my community. It's not taught until you're trying to repair your credit. After you've already shot your credit to hell, that's when they teach you financial literacy. Well, it's too late at that point. So if you have some parents who are financially literate, ask them, teach me how to do this. And when they see you begin to take control of your life in the areas that you can control, they might be a little bit more willing or lenient in the areas that you cannot. Go girl. Go girl. You's a motherfucking star. You a star. You a star. And while you at it, keep them grades up. Because what else you got to do? Okay, see, now you sound like you come from some money or something, like your parents are well off, or you go to a very esteemed school. So baby, if you're the only black girl in that school, kill it. I hope you got your headphones in, or maybe you might want to turn me down, close the door. I'm gonna give you a second. Let me know when you're ready. Comment when you're ready. You ready? Let me know when you're ready. Girl, kill that shit. If you're a black girl in a PWI, baby, all you got to do is throw on some mascara and some lip gloss, and maybe you're popping. Slick that ponytail up, lay them edges down, get them baby hairs out, and you're popping. You are a black girl. You are literal magic. You don't even have to do a lot to be popping, okay? Start taking care of your body, drinking more water. Your skin is going to start popping. You're going to have to pee a whole lot, but that's why I also recommend putting some different things in your water, like cucumber, mint, lemon, apple slices, all that. Start taking care of your body, okay? Listen, and it's going to take less and less maintenance for you to get popping, okay? Like I just said, I've gone months without makeup. I get on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Live, tweet, whatever. I don't wear no makeup. Put on some lashes. I put on some mascara, some lip gloss. Okay? That's it. You start taking care of yourself. You start doing that inner work and figuring out why it is you were treating your body that way right now at 17, 10, not even 10 years from now, but you're setting the foundation for yourself 10 years from now. By the time you're 27, baby girl, you're going to have the life that you want. You're going to be looking back at this and being like, dang, y'all, I remember when I was complaining about my parents not letting me do this. And now look what I do. I do what I want. I wish at 17, when everybody was telling me to focus, they would have told me what to focus on. Well, I'm going to give it to you right here, right now for free. At 17, focus on your inner man. What makes you happy? Figure out who you are, what you like to do, what you like to eat, where you like to go, what you like to wear, what you like to listen to for you. Not because it's what your parents do, not because it's what everybody else on the internet is doing, not it's because what everybody else around you is doing. Figure out who you are for you. how you like to wear your hair, what you like to eat, how you like your pasta, how you like your vegetables, how you like to get your, if you get your nails done, how you like to get your nails done. You understand what I'm saying? Figure out who you are for you. Step 2, be that person on purpose every single day. Show up for you every single day. Don't show up for nobody else. Don't do anything else in life because somebody made you feel like you're obligated to do it. Don't be a part of an environment or a group of people because it feels like this is what I have to do because everybody else is a part of this group. I have to be a part of this group. Don't be the trending. Don't be trending. Be your own trend. Do your own thing. Be who you are because at the end of the day, none of that shit matters. Find yourself. Embrace it. Do it on purpose. Do it on purpose. Come up with a plan of who you want to be, where you want to be, and what you want to be. And most importantly, how you are going to be all of those things, how you are going to accomplish all of those things. And at 17, it's okay if you don't have all the answers and all the pieces. You know who you get those answers from? Your family. Right now, they're not out to see you lose. They're not out to get you. They want you to win. They want you to be successful. While you're a kid and you're still blind to a lot of the things that go on in the world, while you are aware, and I get that, and you're educated, it's still a lot of things that you don't know yet because you're not in the field necessarily as a pediatrician. I mean, you're not in the field yet necessarily as an adult. So you know you want to become a pediatrician. Make the plan. Write it down. Make the vision so plain that as soon as you wake up in the morning, boom, I'm going to be a pediatrician. This is what I'm going to do. This is the class I have to take. This is the degree I need. This is the school I need to go to. This is the place, the state that I might think about being a pediatrician in. This is my backup state for where I think I might want to be a pediatrician in. This is specifically what I want to do as a pediatrician. I want my lab coat to look like this. I want to have this set of stethoscopes. I want to have this set of blood pressure cuffs. Write that shit down. Make it plain so that way you, your spirit man, and the enemy have no other choice but to come subject to that plan. And let me tell you something. It's okay if you get in school to finish your pediatrician program and then you realize, I don't want to do this shit. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. You might decide that, you know what? A part of me working on my inner self and my physical self, I'm actually a pretty good writer. I'm reading my journal entries and I think I want to turn it into a blog. And then I turn that blog into an online thing. And then I post it. And then it keeps getting reposted and reposted. Every time I post, my blog gets reposted. And now I'm posted in the Sun. I'm posted in this newspaper. I'm posted in that newspaper. You know what? I'm pretty good at this shit. Now I'm making money off of it. I don't want to be a pediatrician. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay if the plan changes, but you know what having that plan written out does for your mind? It programs your mind that no matter what I'm doing, I have a plan. At 17, I wish I would have been more disciplined with my time. Oh, thank you. I love that. For real, for real. It programs and conditions your mind that number one, I have purpose. Number two, I got some shit to do. I cannot sit here sad. I cannot sit here crying, woe is me. Life is going to happen. Things are going to knock you down. Things are going to become uncomfortable sometimes, but your mind is going to be conditioned like, hey, I can't be sad for too long because I got some shit to do. I can't really remember what it is right now because life is happening, but I know that I have a greater purpose. You understand what I'm saying? Let me go back and read your last comment. Yes, ma'am. There you go. There you go. And let me tell you something. Because you are breaking generational curses, there is going to be so much hell that comes your way. There's going to be so much warfare that comes your way. And I'm not speaking anything negative over your life. I'm telling you something that I know to be true. Because you know that you are doing something outside of the norm, there is going to be so much that comes your way to make you think like, damn, am I doing the right thing? Am I sure I'm supposed to be doing this? Is this what I'm really supposed to be doing? God, help, hello, can you help with me? It's gonna make you question it. Be the best version of yourself that you can be every day. That's it. Some days, your best is 80%. Some days, your best is 110%. Some days, your best is 200%. But what matters in most of the time is that you get up and you show up for yourself. That's 50%. And then you need to show up for school, for class, for work, on time, ready, and prepared to work hard, and get some shit done. That's the other 50%. That's the other 50% that most people fall off, is at the work hard. Okay, because you want to be a pediatrician. That's some hard work. Not everybody can do that. We need more black women to be pediatricians and take care of our babies after we have them, and make sure they're not misdiagnosing our babies. We need that. We need that. That's necessary. That's vital. We don't need another low waist, fat ass Instagrammer, influencer. We don't need that. We have enough of that. The market is saturated with it, which is why they've changed the algorithm for creators like me and you when you get started. Original, smaller influencers. Some emphasis on some days though. It's not okay for you to show up to 80% of the week at 80%. We have enough of that. It's not okay for you to show up more than 2 days in a row at 80%. That's not okay. Because at which point you're now showing up for almost 50% of the week at 80%, and that's not okay. Where is the other 20%? Where are you going to put that other 20%? That now means you have to show up 120% the remaining portion of the week. And if you've been at 80% most of the week, you don't have the energy, the plan, because you just done just enough just to get there, just to say you showed up, and you may have raised your hand one time in class. You may have done something that your parents asked you to do, but you did it with a funky attitude. You may not have back talked, but your body language did it. If you've been operating at 80% for half of the week, where are you going to find the rest of the percent plus the 100% that you now need to come with for the rest of the week? What are you doing in that time frame that you're operating at 80%? Because 50% of that is showing up for yourself. Okay, so you showed up for yourself. What are you doing with that other 30%? Are you planning for the next day? Are you planning for how you want to come back and recoup that other 40%, 100, 120? What are you doing in that downtime? It's not about what you do after the storm. It's about what you do during the storm. Because if you don't plan during the storm, after the storm is going to come, and you're going to be sitting there looking around like, well, shit, that was a tornado. And really, it's not even about what you do during the storm. It's about how you prepare for the storm in advance. We know it's summertime. We enjoying the sun, the hot, the heat. We love it. Skin out, buns out, niggas out, da 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 da. What do we also know about the end of the summer season? Hurricane season, tornado season, tsunami season, flood watch season, mudslide season. How are we preparing for that? How do you prepare for that season in your life? Because while things are on the up, and it's great, and you're taking care of yourself, and you're doing that inner reflection, and you're doing that soul work, that shadow work, it's going to get lonely. How do you prepare for it and deal with when you're by yourself? How do you prepare for it and deal with the fact that people that you've known most of your life really don't care for you? Y'all really don't have anything in common. You and your best friend of since kindergarten is now junior year of high school, and you're realizing like, me and this bitch ain't really got nothing in common. We just went to the same school all this time. We don't really even like each other. I don't even really like her for real. I don't even know why we friends, because every time she come around, I just feel drained and I feel exhausted. Or she always talking about something that I'm not allowed to do. She's talking about having sex with boys, and I'm not even allowed to wear no bracelets yet. So I damn sure ain't allowed to. I don't even have a phone. I don't even have an Instagram, social media. I don't have none of that. And you over here talking about boys and Now you're pregnant, so now I definitely can't hang out with you because now my parents gonna think I'm having. How do you deal with that time? How do you prepare for when that time comes? How do you prepare for your hurricane season? I'm saying something. I'm touching on something. I'm real. It's real in the field. I know it. I know it. I know it. I know it. It's real. It's real. I remember at one point in time, almost all the little girls I was hanging out with had started getting into boys, and I was super Jesus freak, super Christian, super dedicated. Thou shalt not. Da 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 da. So when that time came and they started getting into boys, and now most of these people have one, if not 2 or 3 kids. And they miserable. Every time I get on social media, they talking about how the baby daddies ain't this and the third. Well, you do that when you open up your legs unprotectedly, sweetheart. And I understand that people change as the babies come, but let me tell you something. That man gave you clear signs, clear indications before you got pregnant that was probably not the one. He gave it to you. And you still popped it open wide on a handstand. How do you prepare for that time when you realize that I'm destined for greatness and maybe the people around me aren't, even if it includes my mother and my father, even if it includes my siblings? How do I divulge my dream to people who only have aspirations to work 9 to 5s and I desire to be beyond that, to have more than that? It's lonely. I'm reporting live from the gutter. I'm reporting live from the other side of it. It's lonely. It's hard. How did I get through it? I don't have kids, so I can't look at my kids and be like, these are my reasons to live. This is why I do this. They're my why. Yeah, for sure. You know what I'm saying? And let me tell you something. I was just having a session with myself the other day, and I said, if I could recant, if I could take back my virginity, I would, because it's not a damn body that I done caught that was worth it. If I could go back, I would take it back. Because ain't none of them added to my life. They've added to my life in ways that I do not desire to have any longer. I wish I could give it back. Okay? And when you get out there and you get in the field and you get the... Because it's true. It's true. Please, if you're not going to listen to any of the people you know, please listen to this strange, beautiful woman, beautiful black future billionaire, Pendy. Listen to me. Keep that thing to yourself. Please. Keep it to yourself. Keep it to yourself. And they're going to try. Especially when you tell them that you never. They're going to try. They're going to come with all the slick words. They're going to come with all the game in the world. Some of them are even going to try to buy it from you. Bags and trips and food and hair and all pay your bills and that. Keep it. Just let them buy you all of that. Be smart. And see, that's what I'm saying. If you learn your beauty now, your inner and your outward beauty now at 17, and you begin to invest in yourself and the things that you want to make you happy at 17, at 20, 22, 24, 25, 28, 29, 30, however long it takes for that man to come find you or that woman that you want to give that to, they're not going to be able, nobody is going to be able to come at you with no BS. I gifted myself Chanel's. So who are you to give me a Aldo bag? I gift myself Christian Louboutin. So who are you to gift me Ross? I shop directly at the source. So why are you taking me to a retailer? These are not things that I actually do. I'm just a little bit beyond the poverty line. Don't get it twisted, okay? Your girl still be struggling, okay? I'm just saying, I carry that presence, that air about myself that I do this for me at this level. So you have to come with what I do for me already or supersede it. There's no more accepting anything. This is the bare minimum. Bare minimum used to be down here. But I began to love myself and invest time in myself and date myself. And I was celibate. I only had made love to myself and learned what that meant beyond a sexual meaning. You understand what I'm saying? So now you have to come right here. You got to meet me right here or above. And I take my self-love time very seriously, okay? This is a part of my self-love time. This is me getting through my breakup, okay? Going live, rededicating my time to my content, coming back to my roots, you know what I'm saying? My content is what even got me to this point. So let me spend more time talking to my supporters, to my cousins, to my cam folks. You know what I'm saying? I haven't done my makeup in a while. I want to look very nice for myself. I'm literally going nowhere. I'm in the house. I might go to the dispensary in a little bit, but... And I'm gonna look nice for this nice little 30-minute walk to the dispensary. For me. I don't know, man. I don't know nobody out here. I'm pretty sure they're watching because they can tell I'm not from here. As soon as I open my mouth, they know I'm not from this area. The way I dress, they can tell that's not my hood. You know what I'm saying? They ain't seen me before. So if I'm gonna be outside today, might as well look good doing it. And hopefully, when it's California, baby, hopefully a little rapper or somebody finds like, hey. But I'm also not putting on a nice outfit like I'm not about to put on to go outside. You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? Like, I spent a whole year not wearing wigs, none of that. Just me loving on me naturally so that I could have the confidence to get on camera looking any kind of way. That's not why I did it, but that is a result of a rapper in San Francisco tell them on my way. Free clothes, yes, free clothes and free meals. Listen, and you define, at this point right now, you define your Louis V. You define your definition of Walmart. You understand what I'm saying? You might have to start out buying yourself bags and outfits at Walmart so that when you take your pictures, they'll be like, damn, she always got a bag. A man is not going to give you something that they don't see you giving yourself, right? So whoever I end up, not I end up with, but whoever I date or I court, right? When they look on my social media, what are they going to see? This girl like to travel. So you have to want to travel to be with me. I'm not with the half for just being in the house all the time. I'm not with the half for going to work, sun up, sundown, Monday to Friday, da 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 da. That's not my life right now. What I'm saying is, you have to you gotta know that traveling is my thing. So you got to match where I'm at or supersede it. I travel once every, okay, in a quarter, it's 4 months in a quarter. I probably travel 3 or 4 times in that quarter. You know what I'm saying? When they look on my social media, they be like, dang, her nails always done. If my nails wasn't done, they wouldn't know to surprise me with a nail trip. Or they would listen to see or pay attention to where I get my nails done at, or the type of style I like my nails, so they can surprise me with a nail technician at the house or something like that, because they don't necessarily know where I go since I'm traveling so much. This girl always got a bag. I always got a bag. I always. Probably not right now on my Instagram, but before I always had a bag. So they're gonna know trips. She cares about her appearance. She like bags. I like to eat. I like to eat. So feed me. If you are not financially prepared to do, and that's the bare minimum. That's just to get me to respond to you. For us to have a conversation and go on some dates. That's not even us dating with intention. That's us getting to know each other. You know what I'm saying? And why is that the expectation? Because I'm good by myself. I do all this already by myself. You want to come and add to my space. So what you gonna add, player? So what you gonna add, player? Right? So what you gonna add? If you're not adding to that, what you here for? And understand that sometimes people can meet all those qualifications. They can meet all of those qualifications, all of those requirements, and still not be the one for you. You have to love you enough to know, this ain't really working out too well for me. I don't think this is the one for me, and had the strength to walk away. I literally just went through that. The boy broke up with me on our 8th-year anniversary. I had to have the strength to know I'm not waiting another 8 years to show me whatever it is you keep saying you need to show me. It took us 8 years to get to this point. And the day it makes 8 years, you tell me you're not ready for this, you're never gonna be ready. So I caught a flight and I brought my ass back home. 8, baby. 8. 4 plus 4. 8. Wait, 8 years. Baby, and the fact that I had the strength to walk away from that at the moment that it happened, like I could have been like, oh, okay, we know his grandma just died. Let me just give him a chance. I gave him a chance. I gave him 8 years worth of chances. This was the 3rd time I had moved to this state for him. What am I waiting for? When I know life gets better than what you're trying to offer me. Because I give myself more than what you're trying to offer me. So why would I sit here to wait to see what you can show me love is when I give myself all types of love, even when I'm broke? That's what I'm trying to tell you, baby sis. Right now, learn to love yourself the way that you are and the way that you intend to be. Take care of yourself right now. Lose that weight. Clear up your skin. Hit them squats. Hit them crunches. Because I'm telling you, at 17, it's a whole lot easier to do it than it is at 28, baby. And there's only 10 years difference. I'm going to still be popping at 20. Do it now. Condition and discipline your mind now. So that way, when you get into a relationship, you won't gain the relationship weight because y'all laid up. Your body is going to know. 5 o'clock, I got to hit the gym. Your legs, your hips, your body, whatever, start aching, itching. You get restless in your sleep trying to be laid up because you need to go burn that energy. Build that discipline now. They do too much in the least way, and I'm trying to tell you, it's the Disney that do it. It clouds the judgment. Right now, you see life so crystal clear because you ain't getting no Disney. Once you combine that other spirit with you, that other soul with your body, once you tether it to you, you begin to see life the way that you see it and the way that they see it. And that is not 2020 vision. That is clouded and impaired judgment. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. And if you don't want to be with nobody, you want to be by yourself. Be by yourself. Be by yourself. I watched my mama be by herself for years. I'm gonna tell you something. She had some lonely times, which I'm pretty sure. I was a kid. I wasn't really paying attention to that shit. But when your parents tell you no, understand that it's for a reason. They're not just telling you no, just no. Okay, maybe they don't got the money right now. Maybe they might be sick. Maybe it might be a bill coming up that I don't know nothing about. Maybe they're just trying to hold on to some money because we about to be in a recession. And if we not already on virtual learning, we might have to go back to virtual learning. Or somebody might have got a cut in their pay at work and they trying to make sure they still got money to pay my tuition, or make sure that this bill is still paid, or that the Wi-Fi is still. There's so much that happens that children don't even know about until they get older. And I'm 28, I'm grown as hell, and it's still so much that I learned about my parents' marriage when they were, married. I'm going to say before. They got divorced when I was 2. So at 27, 26, when I was still learning about things that happened when I was less than 2 years old, you know what I'm saying? Listen, it's so easy to say never. It's so easy to say never. Until you find that, until that one come along and he smooth talk you about them drop. It's so easy to say never, baby. And I mean, that's my hope for you too. I'm just telling you, baby. It's so easy. It happens so easily. It happens so quickly. It can. It really can. I lost my virginity to somebody. Okay, in two parts. Both of the people, not like something wild happened to me. Just one of them was insufficiently prepared for the experience, and so it didn't necessarily land that procedure. I was 18 the day after my 18th birthday. I graduated high school. Well, I didn't graduate high school the day after my birthday, but I graduated June 2nd. My birthday is May the 14th. May the 15th, 2012, I dipped the do. And I was so proud of myself. What, you feel like that's young or something? That's old. That's old compared to my friends. Yeah, so I did the do. I swiped that V card the day after I turned 18. And Taurus gang, when your birthday, when your birthday, when your birthday. I was so proud to have made it through high school without interacting with any of the people I went to high school with in that level of an intimate manner. And then bloop, pop that thing open on a handstand, psych no. Gang, what's good? I don't know. We need a symbol or something. We need a little two fingers. I was thinking about this, but this is kind of weird. I don't know if that's a gang. Is that gang? Is this weird? Is this somebody's gang already? Can we do this? Cousins, Kim, I don't know. Let me stop in case somebody watching and they think I'm a gang member. I'm not. My favorite rapper, he do this, but that's for his gang. We need one for the Kim folk. I don't know. Probably is. Alright, I would chill. Alright, well we need to come up with something. Dang, how long we been live? We've been talking for a long time. But anyway, y'all, this is pretty much the finished look. I really enjoyed talking to y'all today. I hope that somebody was encouraged, edified, uplifted, gained some clarity or whatever you needed from this live. Like I told y'all in the beginning, it was not a coincidence that y'all came onto this live. I hope to see y'all again real soon. If you're watching the playback, comment down below if you want to see this again. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to my channel. Give your girl that thumbs up. Like, comment, and subscribe. We're on the road to 1K. I think we're at 861 subscribers. No, for sure, it was super good talking to you. If you need any more like personal advice that you don't want to put all over the internet, please feel free to hit me up on Instagram at the Real Life Plug, 1L in between real and life. And we still out. See y'all soon. Oh, also, if you're going to TravCon, for the people that might run this back or any of the CNAs that are watching right now, please let me know if you're going to TravCon. Let's set up a meet and greet. I'll be at several of the MedVenture events that are taking place in TravCon in Paris, Las Vegas, for the conference, for the duration of the convention. I hope to see y'all there. I would love to do a meet and greet. If you're in the Bay Area, let me know when you want to do a meet and greet. Let's link up. We still out. Share with a friend.